I mean, I feel like international experience is always useful no matter what. Like, just the fact that you can play against different styles and different kind of players that you don't know. So it's kind of like when you're playing against Korean teams, you don't really know their style until you've actually played against them. So obviously you can watch and see what they play or how they play against other teams, but you'll never know until you play against them yourself. So in a way, I feel like it's really beneficial.
Hey guys, Parks Owsley here with the Shotcaller, joined by Kasing, all the way over from across the pond. How is it being back in NA? You were last year, was it a year and a half ago, when that short stint on TSM?
I think it was around I think it was even 1.5 or I think it's 1.5. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, it was 1.5. It was All Stars actually.
And that was in California, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, it's I think you were here in the wintertime. Is it much hotter now?
I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty good actually. It's not terrible, because in Berlin there's days where it's really, really cold, and then no matter what you wear, it's still freezing, But in NA, weather is amazing, so yeah.
Well, specifically in California. I grew up in Texas, and it's
really?
not cold there. It's not amazing
I can
there.
imagine it's super hot or something.
Yeah, it's not quite as fun, but yeah, this is definitely nicer.
Yeah.
So, what have you done in NA so far, other than play League of Legends? Anything fun?
So actually, I went to a Koreatown. I don't know if you probably know that.
I used to live there.
I'm the one that's a visitor here, but yeah, I went there and went to a Korean restaurant, and I think the food there was amazing. And compared to Berlin, anyway, or not even Berlin, just UK in general, Europe food is a slightly tier below. I feel like NA food is so much better, but maybe that's just maybe that's a bad thing, because it's too good, But I just want to eat. But yeah, otherwise I think the weather and stuff and the fans especially is much more interactive. I feel like so it's amazing. Yeah.
The fans are more interactive?
I mean, compared to Europe, it's I feel like there are more fans in NA that know of the teams. Maybe because, I'm in Splice, so I just see, we have no fans, okay? But when I see, Echo Fox and stuff, I see, literally, 80% of the fans having Echo Fox jerseys and stuff, and I think it's really, really cool.
Well, their jerseys are pretty awesome, so it makes sense. You got to buy them up while you can. Wait, so you mentioned something... I think it was about food or something. I don't know, whatever. Well, I'll let it go. I already lost it. Cool. So what was your preparation then for this event? Because I know a lot of teams are like, oh, it's really silly. And then they get here and they're like, we're going to crush them. So did you guys actually prepare much for this? Or are you just kind of treating it as a fun time, as a silly event with 2v2s and stuff like that?
The thing is well, the 2v2s I didn't expect, so I was just playing champions that I would think that are good in 2v2, like Lux, for example. And obviously we won, of course, because, well, how can I lose in Lux? But anyway, regardless of that, I feel like this event, obviously, it's kind of a fun event in the end, because, it's all about EU versus NA, and obviously G2 and Fnatic are carrying us quite hard right now, so thank God to them. But obviously, we have tried to use this as a way of practice too, because right now, as you saw, even though we went 0-2 today, we're not in our best form. And I think just getting the practice, internationally, is still really good no matter what, even despite losing. So I wouldn't say that we, super try hard it. I feel like we are still, kind of just go into it and do your thing and hope for the best. So, yeah.
And do you feel like then this is something that actually would help for, let's say, if you guys make it to Worlds? Can you draw on this experience? Or is it maybe not quite serious enough to actually... be helpful there?
I mean, I feel like international experience is always useful no matter what. Just the fact that you can play against different styles and different kind of players that you don't know. So it's kind of like when you're playing against Korean teams, you don't really know their style until you've actually played against them. So obviously you can watch and see what they play or how they play against other teams, but you'll never know until you play against them yourself. So in a way, I feel like it's really beneficial.
So you really get that feeling then playing against these guys?
I think it's really beneficial because of the fact that you'll never get a chance to play against other teams in other regions unless it's only in your own league, aka EOCS in my case. And just playing against Echo Fox and Team Liquid so far, I feel like we had a shot, but we always kind of threw our shot, and then we just lost the game. And of course, it sucks to lose, but if anything, it will only make us better in the future. Because in the end, my own long-term goal is obviously to go to Worlds and perform there.
Yeah, for sure. And so I actually have a question then, since you have played Echo Fox and Liquid, everyone talks about how Liquid is the better team Echo Fox, though, has kind of the harder draft. It's maybe harder to prepare for them.
Yeah.
So what was it like going into those two games, knowing, coming into this week, those are the two teams that you face right off the bat?
Yeah.
Which one did you prepare more for, and how are they similar and different?
I think we prepared for both of them adequately, but of course, we don't personally, I feel like we knew some pointers, or we had some pointers on how we play against them, but it's just the fact that we kind of, how do I say it, not panicked, but we just overplayed our play and then tried to get more and greeded. And after, we just basically kind of threw the game because of the fact that we wanted to greed for one more objective. And it's like kind of a reoccurring problem for ourselves. So we kind of know this and we try to improve on it. But of course, if it happens, and we can only learn from it.
Yeah, and like you said, these types of things give you more learning opportunities.
Exactly,
so.
Yeah.
That's a good outlook to have on the situation.
If anything, the losses don't really matter because the actual match that matters is the one on Saturday. Like, right now we're currently in group stages. Of course, it's better to win. But, sometimes you can't win them all. And I believe if we win the one on Saturday, it should kind of show that we made progress. If not, then, we had a very nice vacation. And then
there you go. And, did 100 Thieves win their game?
No, they lost to G2 in the end.
So that means you and 100 Thieves are both 0-2, right?
I don't know if they're 0-2, but I know they lost against G2. So
I haven't been able to watch all the games. I think that's correct, though. If so, and that's who you play tomorrow, which 0-2 team is going to come out with a win, and which one is going to go home or stay home 0-3?
Honestly, I cannot really say right now because we lost and I'm feeling a bit not confident. But I feel like if we overcame the problems and kind of understand and find the solutions for it, we'll definitely have a good shot at being 1-2. Yeah, thank God for that.
Well, best of luck with that. We're all looking forward to seeing the rest of the tournament. Well, cool. Any strategies now that you know about the 2v2s and there's the gauntlet thing going on tomorrow? You do already have one win under your belt, but is there other stuff? You don't have to give away a specific, but have you been thinking about that a little bit more now?
There's some hidden strats that I haven't really played yet, but if the opportunity arises, then you will see it in upcoming games.
Yeah, we saw the Poppy Anivia. That one was kind of fun. Fun in theory. It didn't work out, but...
I can understand why they do it. Poppy can just E into Nivea's wall and stuff, and you can one-shot. So I think the idea or theory behind it is really good, but you have to have the same idea to make sure that works. So
yeah, you got to follow it up with the execution,
exactly.
Which we're not always the best at doing, but that's okay. We're working too. Cool. Well, anything else before we go?
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for obviously supporting us, even despite us being 0-2, and myself, of course. It's annoying to lose, and I feel frustration as well as anyone else that's watching us because, why are Spies here when Misfits could be here, for example, right? But I feel like we definitely will perform when it does matter in terms of when the playoffs comes, especially. So I really appreciate every single comment that you guys have made about us in terms of whether it's negative or criticism or whatever. But I'm just saying we're definitely trying our best to improve. So thank you all for supporting me.
Yeah, thanks for that. You've got fans for sure. I'm one of them. There we go.
Yeah.
I'll support you. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Best of luck tomorrow, and we're happy to have you. Welcome to North America.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next time.
Right.
Bye. Hey guys, Parks Owsley here with the Shotcaller. Thank you so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more up above, to the right, and to the left. Please subscribe to our channel as well. Leave a like and comment below. Let us know what you liked about the video.